Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little project share here for you. We made this super fun little all boxed in card set with the Anna Griffin Finishing School Craft Box Heirloom Lace. This is my rendition of the all boxed in, but as you can see, it's a little bit bulgy. I went back and tried to make as skinny of cards as I could with the Anna Griffin set. This is one we made together. And then those were two others. As you can tell, they're not very dimensional. There's not too much to them. The thickest thing on them is probably the bow. One sec. Okay, yeah. So like the thickest thing on these is like the bow. They're pretty skinny. But those bows can be, a little bit thick and protrude. If you didn't use the bows, there would be no problem fitting all three of these cards in. But because I did, it leaves a lot to be desired as far as fitting them into the box. You can do it, see what I mean? You can fit them back in, and it looks, it looks pretty nice. It bulges at the bottom, but if you put a Velcro dot, I don't think that's probably even an issue. I think it would be okay. I just couldn't do it because of the design on the inside. I think it's so pretty. But I did want to revamp this and be able to make those really fat, luscious, Anna Griffin cards, the 7 layers of Anna, and wanted to make something that would hold those really fun dimensional cards. And so I came up with this, and I stuck with the same kind of pattern theme, and it looks like this. I didn't do the sides or anything, but I did put a magnetic closure on it. So that's actually pretty nice. It holds it closed, And but anyway, so there's this, and this is out of the heirloom lace kit, except the pink. The pink is out of my stash. This is Stamps of Life, I think bubblegum, because it's a pretty hefty cardstock. And so then I ended up making another card. These are the two we made together. These two here. And then I ended up making another, pretty thick and dimensional one to see what it would be like. And then I made it to where the envelopes that come in the kit actually fit in the box too. Because you have to make your own with the other one. With this one here, because it's just a hair shy. They like fit right to the emboss line, but it like holds them up like that, like the lid up like that. And I didn't want that, so I just made my own with the 1, 2, 3 punch board, because there were 5.5-inch cards. So the envelopes end up being 6 by 5 3/4. So that ended up nicer that way. But now look at this. You can put all 3 of these really chunky, thick dimensional cards in the box, and it looks really cool, right? Isn't that great? It stays together. It looks really good. And so let me give you the dimensions on this. And I thought if you wanted to give a gift and make the super chunky cards, you totally could. So the dimensions on this for the 5.5-inch square card box, you're going to need 2 pieces, 6 1/4 by 7 3/4. On the long side, so the 7 3/4 side, you're going to score at 6 1/4. Then you're going to need 1 piece that's 10 1/4 by 5 inches. On the long side, the 10 1/4-inch side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 8 1/4, and 9 3/4. Then you're going to turn it, and on the short side, the 5-inch side, you're going to score 3 inches and then 4.5 inches. And you're going to put it together exactly like I did the first one. So on these two, they're going to make this. Let's see. You guys got to go up. Can you see? Okay. It's going to make, the 2 pieces are going to make like these 2 pieces. And then the third piece is going to make this holder down here. And it ends up being 1.5 inches deep. So each of your cards can be approximately, like a 1/2 inch or less. 3/8, 1/2 inch. And you'll be good to go with that. And so you can put quite a bit of dimension on your cards and then give it away, and it would be super fun. And then the magnet I put on the pink layer underneath the gold. I put a magnet, and then under the green layer, after it was, oh, the glue was here, or you know, the magnet with the glue was there. It had stuck to it, and so then flipped that over, and then stuck it to the back of this, and then flipped it back over, and so it's right under the green layer, and so it magnetizes really nicely. But anyways, that's my project share. I wanted to give you the dimensions if you wanted to make a super thick chunky box versus the skinny cards for this. That's only a 1/2 inch here. See, they needed to be, even if this was 1 inch deeper, it would have been a little bit nicer. Or if you left the bows off, if you actually left the bows off, which in all reality makes it easier to mail these cards, you could just go like just this dimension here and left the bow off and did something totally different. You wouldn't have any problem putting 3 cards in there, and then they're easier to mail for people too. That is something to think about, because the big thick chunky ones, those are pretty much ones you're going to give with the gift or stick in a larger box with the gift and mail them that way. They're a little bit harder to mail individually, so there is that as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the project share. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hope you have a fantastic weekend, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.